Dante was in here just before you. Did you have any comments? Did you see his outfit? Do you have any comments on what he's wearing today?
I made a brief comment about it. I don't know if it's necessarily appropriate for this room, but I did give him quite a heckling over that. It was a colorful outfit, I guess. Summery, to say the least.
I mean, do you think he's trying to make a statement that he's back? He's definitely back.
Well, I think he's trying to go with the Bruce Pearl. You know, Bruce Pearl's got his orange blazer. I think he's trying to make the crimson suit happen, but he's got a long way to go.
Greg, I saw some video of you at the Manning camp coaching some of those kids up, and it looks like, I mean, did you like the glove? Is that in your future, a possible head coach or GM?
What's funny is I would love to be a coach. I don't think there's anything else in the world that would fit me better. As far as I love interacting with people. I love interacting with kids, and really coaching in my future. I think it's something that's tough to say. Obviously, that's something that you really have to be dedicated to the profession, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time, and you spend a lot of time away from home. So it's something that I would definitely love to consider, but. There's other avenues that I'd like to maybe pursue before I would decide to go get involved in coaching.
Would you want more like a Nick Saban personality or like a Jim personality?
That's a trapped question. I don't know if I can answer that one. Either way, I'm getting in trouble with that one.
Well, segue into that, I hear you applied for the Rhodes Scholarship.
I am, yes.
Talk about that decision and kind of talk about your excitement with that.
I am applying for the Rhodes Scholarship. Right now, I've actually yesterday finished my second draft of my essay. It's 1,000 words, so it's not anything ridiculous in length. But I am applying, and the great thing is, should I be selected as a finalist, the interview date was going to be the Saturday of Georgia State, but now that that's been moved to a Thursday, it definitely opened up my schedule. So. Yeah, really, it's a tough task. It's really kind of one of the more difficult things I've ever had to do. Basically, the topic of the essay is what's your intellectual journey from childhood until now, and what you want to be in the future, and should you be selected as a Rhodes Scholarship, what you would want to pursue there, and things like that. So it's a difficult topic, and it's something obviously you want to have perfect. And I've been very nitpicky with it, going back and changing it, and I'm sure there's probably 3 or 4 more drafts that I have to look forward to.
What were about the decision?
The decision to apply? Really, actually, the thing that kind of begun the thought on it was a guy named Ed Mansfield. Dr. Ed Mansfield is a statistics professor at the university, and he had told me, he said, I want you to get in touch with John Burke. I think you'd be an excellent candidate for the Rhodes. And obviously that was kind of, you got to be kidding me. That's remarkable. And then really that was kind of what sparked my interest, and just kind of doing more research on it. It's definitely something I want to be a part of, and with a possible future in politics, I think obviously having a Rhodes Scholarship on the resume would be ideal. And it's definitely, what a great experience to be able to go to Oxford and spend time doing and learning from some of the most intelligent people in the world.
Yeah, through the years, Greg, Alabama's been known as a defensive team pretty much, but this year, how good can this offense be?
I think it'd be excellent. I think it can be excellent. Obviously, we had a great offense last year. Core nucleus is coming back, so really the sky's the limit, to be honest with you. We have great firepower. We have a great understanding. Our communication across the board is excellent. It's just something. One thing I will say, though, is regardless of how much success we had last year, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to breed success this year. Each team has its own identity, and each team has its own personality. So we're going to have to go out and continue to try to improve, and just to match what we did last year is going to be extremely difficult. But I think we're definitely up to the task.
Greg, your thoughts on the agent issue? It's come up a lot today with Marcel, and also you have grown up around pro football. Just the
Right.
agent issue overall, and how it affects college football, and your thoughts on what Marcel's doing.
Well, I think the agent issue is a legitimate problem. I think I've said it already today that I think the NFL has got to do something when it comes to holding these agents liable, or at least giving them some type of penalty should they interact with a student athlete before they're eligible to be interacted with. It's really unfortunate because these guys have nothing. They have nothing to lose, and as a guy that has grown up with my dad working for the Dallas Cowboys, I know the profession all too well, and there's a lot of good guys out there in the profession, and there's a lot of hardworking and do things right. It's those guys that don't do things right, which just mess it up for everything. It's for everybody. So I think the NFL definitely has to do something about it because these agents are relentless. They're everywhere. Everywhere you turn, you can definitely cross faces with them, and it's unfortunate, and something needs to be done about it. That's really all I can say about it.
When Marcel, I guess, as a teammate, you just have to support him and hope for the best.
Well, absolutely. See, Marcel, he's such a good person. He's such a good guy. He's a well-mannered individual. He's very well spoken. He's affluent. He comes from a disciplined family. He's got a disciplined upbringing. So we just have to support him the best way we know how. Really, I mean, he's our teammate and we love him. So obviously, regardless of what the verdict is, we're going to have a tremendous amount of respect for him, regardless. And it's upsetting to me to hear so many people come down and start trashing Marcel, but we just need to really kind of wait and hear what the investigation comes out with before we can say anything negative about it.
As a leader on this team, how much has Coach Saban talked to you about complacency and what he went through after he won his last championship?
Well, he's talked about it a lot. I think, obviously, Coach Saban's been open about saying that, his probably biggest disappointment as a coach was the year following his national championship win at LSU. I think that's something we have to be aware of. I think he's addressed the entire team with the importance of not letting down. I think he's even made our off-season program more difficult, strictly because he wants to avoid a letdown so bad. So it's definitely unfortunate that he did have that letdown in the past, because maybe we would have had a little bit easier ride. But I think we'll be better. We'll be better because of the difficulties that he's brought upon us over the past 6 months.
You have some experience in the ACC, SEC challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You have a big game like that to start the season. How much does it mean to the overall ball?
Well, I think it's great. I think the first thing I love about having a big game at the start of the season, I think that it gives you something to look forward to throughout the drudgery that is fall camp. I mean, really, it's something that you can have circled, it's something you can look forward to, and I mean, that's a big thing for us as players, really. And then, obviously, it can really jumpstart your season. It can really give you a boost. And, obviously, over the last couple of years, having beaten Clemson and Virginia Tech, that really kind of jump-started our season. It gave us a lot of momentum going into the second game and on throughout the rest of the season, where a lot of teams are playing, average opponents up until the fourth game, and then they have to strap it up and get ready to go in conference game. So I think we definitely have reaped the benefits of playing a big opponent early, and I think that's something that is great for college football, because I get a little bit tired of seeing the directional schools against LSU or Auburn or something like that to start the game. I like to see a good game on opening Saturday. So.
Last question.
Greg, a year ago, you were, in the fans' minds anyway, question mark, untested.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're undefeated national champion. How much greater is your level of confidence this year?
Well, it's night and day as far as my confidence level, my preparation. I think that I just feel so comfortable with what we're doing this year. I think the fact that I've been in this offense now going on 3 years, I feel like I know exactly what Coach McElroy wants from me. I think I have a good understanding of what Coach Saban wants from me. So I think my comfort level and my experience is really going to pay a lot of dividends here in the fall, just strictly because of my ability to see things before they happen now. And I'm kind of anticipating things as opposed to waiting on them to happen. So it's definitely helped with my comfort level and my confidence. So hopefully we'll be able to see a lot of improvements from last season to this season.
Thank you.
Okay.